Holy shit, was good. Yeah, straight away I wanted to show you like legit the very first look. It said it starts in a minute, and what is this? They said they're going to extend how long it's open. And now we have 30 days and 11 hours? We have 34 days of gear dungeon? So, just the major changes before we get into it. Obviously we now have 2 gear dungeons. This one right here, gear dungeon 1, and this one right here, gear dungeon 2. You get 100 keys for Gear Dungeon 1, 100 keys for Gear Dungeon 2 every time it opens, and then you have the chance to farm more Gear Dungeon keys from stages 19 to 21 of Gear Raid 1, 2, 3. Again, IMR not included for whatever reason, but alright, first look. Let's just take a peek at Gear Dungeon 1, see if everyone's the same. We have physical damage immunity, control immunity, invisibility, enhanced recuperation. Okay, but what about Gear Dungeon 2? Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's have a look at the stage. Is it the same stage? It's different. It pretty much looks like it got flipped. What about stage 6? Okay, so yeah, we have one portal at the top, one portal right there. Oh, okay. So yeah, and there's a new platform right here. So holy shit, it's a different dungeon. Let's go. It's a different dungeon. Nice. What about the shop? Sure. I'm for sure going to report that error. What about the shop? That is what a lot of you have been waiting for. The shop is different, but in what sense? We still have the attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, rage region, weapon. We now have, I guess, different prices for the gear recasting hammer. We have a weapon in that has crit rate, crit damage, and attack speed. That's a really good weapon. Really good weapon. Especially for guild boss. And then we have an unidentified fine weapon. Okay. So the shop isn't looking majorly different. Though this weapon is really nice. So for all those that haven't spent their 4k points yet, as soon as we get the new Gear Dungeon 2, you can buy that weapon instead of getting the same Infernal Raw Banger. Beautiful. But now to the real good part. Alright, let's go. What do we have here? Number 1. Split. Twisted Psychophant will split into 2 Twisted Psychophants every 30 seconds. Twisted Psychophants are those dudes. The dudes that are super annoying at the bottom. So I'm guessing it's going to be less because they split. Death Whisper. Upon death, Tormented Banshee turns into a specter, dealing damage to all targets within a tile for 12 seconds. So Tormented Spectre is obviously her. So let's say she passes from the top. We kill her. Then she's going to do major damage to one tile around her. So it looks like you want your ranged unit a tile away and then block her with a tank. The third one, magical damage immunity. Fuck you, Björn and Comet. Nah, but obviously, looks like we gotta be relying on fighters. And okay, that is weird. Why are we recommending Zilla2? But okay, get ready for Silas Mania. This is going to be even worse than It's gonna be even worse than Volkera. This time we're going to have Silas, and Silas is just gonna smoke everything. But I hope we'll be able to clear stage 6 with the unbonded Silas. But there we go. Magic damage immunity. Stage 4, Death Whisper 2. Upon death for 2 tiles instead of 1, and haste. The Tormented Banshees get greatly increased movement speed. Okay. 4. Death Whisper 3. Upon death, the Tormented Banshee turns into Spectre, dealing massive damage to all targets within 2 tiles for 12 seconds. When disappearing, the Spectre deals fatal damage to targets in range, which basically means we need an invulnerability tank and a 2-tile distance between her and whatever killed her. Seems like my general idea for the moment. Then we have Control Immunity 1, starting from stage 5 this time. And only on, and on the Twisted Sycophant and Tormented Banshee, but they are only immune to CC effects. So slow, stuns, freezes. Slows might still work. Hard to say what they define as CC effect. It's not like we can just click on it and find out, right? Yeah, it just says CC effects. If we compare that to Gear Dungeon 1 real quick, we'll see it has control immunity 3, just immune to CC effects, and displacement skills, in addition slow effects. So slows aren't CCs, so it should be stuns and freezes. Stage 6 is the same as stage 5. Okay. Okay. And as seen, we have 100 keys. 100 keys right here, but 0 keys right here, because this one is Gear Dungeon 2 is new. Ooh, alrighty, alrighty. This means... Alright, I skipped through the stages and we'll end this video on a stage 4 run while I try to explain the mechanics that are happening. Alright.
Our research begins.
Alright, so here we are at stage 4 and I haven't even beaten it yet. It's been around 50 minutes, plus minus a little something, of me going through these stages. And if you ever thought Gear Dungeon 2 was a lot, or the mechanics of Gear Dungeon 1 or the mechanics of Gear 3 were a lot, you ain't ready for this, because holy shit, you gotta keep track of so many things. And I don't know, obviously it's just the fact that it's completely new and we didn't really have a chance to have a look and blah blah blah, but there is a lot of stuff going on. So let's talk about it. First things first, we have a AoE, so everyone is getting hit. There is no, oh, she's only going to target the tank, whatever anymore. Second of all, she corrupts tiles on the battlefield, dealing continuous damage. So let's just fast forward a bit so you get an idea. Honestly, it's not that big, but you see those red spiky things. Yeah, I thought, all right, sure, if she corrupts tiles and they do damage, how about I put a healer on there? Exactly. So that is fantastic. Next off, she has the ability to summon a physical clone that recovers its own HP when receiving physical damage. So this unit needs to be dealt with normal damage or magic damage. And it's a physical clone, so she'll just summon it in, and if you don't kill it within 60 seconds, it's gonna explode, dealing massive damage to 3 tiles around the target, which is massive, right? And then it doesn't even end there. Then we have summons a magical clone that recovers HP, recovers its own HP when receiving magic damage. So you need to use physical damage or normal damage again to deal with it. If the clone hasn't been dealt with, blah blah blah, big boom. Next up, we have those dudes that split and reduce magic damage taken. These girl thingies who have the increased movement speed, the 2-tile explosion radius, as well as dealing fatal damage to all targets in range. And then we have the skeleton archers just to fuck you up. And now everything coming together. Let me see, where does it say it? Summons the physical clone, corrupted tiles, periodically deal damage. Somewhere it also says whenever a unit gets defeated or retreated, she gets an increased attack buff. Let's check that real quick, because it does happen. So fucking stage 4, man. It's gonna be a lot, and it's gonna be a ton of fun to try to figure out again, like epics only comp, lowest gear requirements comp, but it doesn't feel like that's gonna be happening anytime soon. So where do we have it? Is it under guides? I read it somewhere. Sacred Blood Siphon. The frenzied blood mistress draws blood from defeated or retreated heroes to significantly enhance their own attack. So you aren't supposed to let your heroes get killed, nor do you want them to retreat them. But let's have a look at the team I came up with, or at least that's the team I'm using at the moment to hopefully beat stage 4. And that is relying on Volker, and I think you're going to see why. Like, it is crazy. It is a really crazy fight. And also, obviously, let's put myself to the right. So over here you should be able to see everything important. Or let's go a bit small. Let's go small mode. So fight starts off, and I'm going to open it with Razak as well as Brocky. The reason behind this one is going to be the two-tail explosion, which reaches really all around here. So yeah, then we bring in our healer. And the worst part is you're getting attacked on 3 lanes. You're getting attacked at the bottom lane, this lane, and the top lane. So my idea here at the moment is to use Hollow to heal this tank as well as the tank we're going to be placing down there whenever we do so. Next off we have our Elowin right here. So Elowin just to provide some more rage and to heal these 2 tiles. You'll see why in a bit. Furthermore, Elowin's already in the tanky set because archers come out of this portal, and those are then going to attempt to kill her. And here we have the spirit explosion, and boom, Brocky is in his "oh, I got killed" state. Yeah. Next off, we'll be putting in Zillatu, because this thing obviously needs to be dealt with magic or normal damage, so we're just going to be using Zillatu. For stages 1 to 3 I was using Idril, though Idril is way too unpredictable. If Idril is in her ultimate, she's just going to shoot this clone, and if she shoots that clone is going to heal to infinity. So yeah, we're at the moment able to deal with this clone right there. And then we need to take out Zillatu and bring in Silas as well as restore his rage. And a Volker to tank. Normally I wanted to have Volker, have a tank here and Volker up there. But yeah, just swap that up at the moment. But it's not gonna be a successful run anyway, I believe. So we have everything the same. No one has been despawned, respawned, whatever yet. And now we bring in Nyx. Nyx is just going to be hopefully able to help us to deal with those 4 dudes. Because those 4, as the same with the ones on the bottom, once the timer runs out, they actually split into 2 more. And also here we have again those archers. Those are going to be a pain in the ass in stage 5 and higher. So yeah, we'll be having our Nyx deal with those units. Razak to deal with the top. And are we able to kill everyone? We are not. So there's going to be 2 targets, but it's whatever. So we need to take out someone because we can only have 8 people on the field, which means we now increase the damage of the boss. So we'll be bringing in Zillatu again to help us deal with the archer as well as that maiden girly person, Volker spiritual whatever clone. And then right here we'll hopefully have Silas clear out all those enemies. And then again you see the problem. Now we have 4 enemies at the top again, but what are we going to do? What are we going to do with them? And furthermore, who are we going to take out to place down? Are we going to get rid of Zillatu again? It's and then we have this physical clone already that is just going to violently explode and kill everything. So we kinda can't take out Zillatu. So who do we take out? What do we do? It's so many things happening. So here we would have liked to already have someone there to take care of them. So we kinda need someone permanently there. Zillatu's ult isn't ready. Here we again have the magical clone. Silas is most likely not going to be able to deal with all of them. Even if he's bonded and in good gear, it's just not going to happen. Also, you can't just block with Zilla 2, because that boss does enough damage to make that irrelevant. So you do need someone that is in rather tanky gear in front. And there you have it. We got overrun. Even if we had Isolde at the bottom, we might have been able to defend, but we would have let like at least 1 or 2 people go through. So yeah, I mean, what the hell is going on with that stage? Especially this is so disgusting. Deals fatal damage, but the boss gets stronger if people die or you retreat them. I mean, alright, sure. And if you're wondering if we were just using bad gear, I haven't really held back anything. We are running some really good gear, way better than what you need for stage 4 for Gear Dungeon 1. But don't let that scare you. It might just be that I'm stupid and don't know what I'm doing, right? But we are running some pretty decent sets. But I think at this point, I'm not gonna make this video any longer. I'll obviously be working on Gear Dungeon 2, and especially before it releases on global, I'll have, or at least the day it releases on global, I'll have guides for you for stage 5, for stage 6, and especially again, easiest minimum gear for stage 4. You know it, and we see each other in the next one.